This is Kevin Davis, your host, age 31, presenting this segment.
Welcome to another broadcast of Word for the Heart. I'm Pastor Travis. Today our lesson is entitled 4 Aspects of a Christian Life.
And when I look up, you have almost turned a corner with your hand held against the worn wood that has evened out the imbalance of life. Your feet slide, never leaving the earth, holding on for one last walk.
This project is one of the things that makes Midland County so great. It's somebody has a wonderful idea, we get people to come together and work on it. Folks give so generously that we see something like this come to pass.
I'm here with Richard Beer, and he's going to tell us about his hot rod.
Yeah, this is my 36 Ford pickup. It's completely redone. There's very little 36 Ford left in it, really.
If you're going to start seeds, the most important thing is a heat mat in your grow room and the T5 lights. So with the heat mat, I can fit 4 different trays on the heat mat.
"126 miles, 60 to 90 strokes per minute, 14 to 19 hours, 6 dams, and 0 stops. This experience, this adventure, this race is what the City of Grayling plans for each and every July and has for the last 67 years.
I wasn't coaching or playing at all. I was sitting in the stands. And I was able to watch my oldest daughter, Kelly, winning state pom-pom championships. As I said, I've been blessed to grow up in Midland, and I'm truly honored to be a member of the Midland County Sports Hall of Fame.
When you're talking about entrepreneurial spirit and creativity and dealing with caring for others, I mean, that is the passion that I probably lead with on a day-to-day basis.
I'd like to go back to the history of our baseball program, because you have run one excellent program out there.
Actually, if you go back in history, Eno Poutner was a gentleman that brought American Legion Baseball from Flint to Midland when he came here.
Okay. Usually I wouldn't like to read in front of the class or alone at all, and now I like doing it. It's easier.
Yeah, good. Something that's changed for me is that I will read more confidently in front of other people.
Our volunteers, we count on them for roughly 1,400 volunteer hours a year just to get the diapers out the door. When the volunteers come into our warehouse, we repackage all of the baby diapers so that they're in little bundles so that each child can receive 60 diapers per month.
That ends up being a big problem. So just like a tire in your car that's misaligned, if it's misaligned, it would wear out faster.
Hello viewers, we appreciate you all coming out of your winter hibernations to be part of Live at Northwood. Well, technically it's not live, and also technically not at Northwood.
Listen close to the story I'm about to tell. It's the rapping story of the living cell. It's a happy tune that's sort of cheery, but a real tough topic called the cell theory.
I'm going for the field goal. Touchdown size. I'm disciplining my children. I'm kicking somebody in the groin. I'm doing the healing dance. Try that out. I'm trying to air out my crotch.
How are you reading you this book with my monkey mouth and my monkey voice? That's not true. I'm not a monkey. Yes, I am a monkey. Also, I am a robot monkey.
So what is this about you shooting my friend? You aren't serious, are you?
Nah. Uncle Art, he's all bark, no bite.
What's up with the watermelons and mason jars? You guys running some sort of catering business?
I like you. You're funny. And I like your pretty smile, too.
You're sweet, but that still doesn't explain the melons.
In 1958, there were 215 organized crime-related homicides in Queens alone. Vargas and DeLucas had grips on the city. These two warring families are at the peak of their own internal power shift.
The shooting took place here when people had come to enjoy the evening, to share in a social event, and instead of a celebration, it became a death trap.
I rise because we all have to stick together.
I rise because everyone deserves to be treated with respect.
I rise because 1 in 3 women on the planet will be beaten or raped in her lifetime.
In 1861, at the beginning of the war, healthcare was thrown into the war with the very extremely primitive approach that had been created because of necessity.
It used to be that war looked like what we see in textbooks and read about in history books, where it was between two countries with two professional armies, delineated battlefields, wars were fought. There was civilian casualties and consequences, but there were areas where wars were fought away from civilian infrastructure.
Here are some critical questions that you might want to ask with regard to whole genome sequencing. If part of the rationale for wanting to do sequencing is that it's preventive, that is, we want to tell you, wow, you've got a problem, you can have heart disease, serious heart disease, by the time you're 55, unless you really, really do something about changing your diet.
The next home is the home of Steve Webb and Matthew Mitchell on 605 West Main Street. The garden is worth a walk on the rail trail to experience. The owners have embraced the fact that their garden is viewed by walkers, riders, and runners on a daily basis.
There are lots of good guys and girls.
Well, I think it's just a nice red coat that he wears around the holiday season.
I'm not convinced. Could it be something deeper? Is John Lynch the real Santa Claus?
Birdgick again. He's in. Touchdown. Corey Birdgick. Line judge, arms in the air from 2 out. Northwood takes a lead with 1:17 remaining.
Pretty good trivia question if you didn't know. 3 numbers retired here at Dow Diamond, home of the Great Lakes Loons.
Shot by Brennan. See if Jesse can defend that. It's working a whizzer.
Oh, he's getting some near fall here. Brennan's got him on his back there on a pin for Brennan.
Kimmicks working it across. Trombley shot off mark, but the rebound
deflects
in, and the Kimmicks goal.
Trombley just trying to keep that puck deep. He knows these boards are lively here in the Midland Civic Arena.
Little shovel pass. Uh-oh, there he goes. That's Saraki, and he is being chased down, but he's not going to be caught. That's a bread and butter play for Dow. That little shovel pass and right up the middle.
Midland student section knows what's coming. McMath wants Reckaway. This would be a fitting way to end.
Yowza.
And that's how it does, in fact, conclude.
Leave no doubt.
Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind.